I don't know what to do. These fight. I had no interest in watching the fight. But some people thought he lost. Some people thought it was a good fight. I seen he had a point taken away. It was a lot of headbutts going on in that fight from the other guy headbutting him, and I believe that may be how his nose got injured. His name was, I don't know, but he had some fast hands though. They was kung fu fighting this mofo, man. Oh, Buddy had fast hands. Kelly had fast hands. They were throwing. It was exciting, an exciting fight. I don't know nothing about old Buddy, but we about to find out about old Buddy, right? So I can't pronounce his name. CO man, or I don't know. We're gonna call him CA. They fought in Saudi Arabia at the Jeddah Dome. I don't know why this wasn't in the UK. Don't ask me. He's Ireland. He's Irish. He's Black Irish. They call him Black Thunder. He was 18-0 coming into this particular fight. Really wasn't a puncher, and maybe that's where the difference was at. But he was athletic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anybody else that he had fought. He was a regional UK fighter. Regional UK fighter. I've noticed Troy Williamson on there. He had a split decision with a dude, Ishmael Davis. He was 13-2. He had a majority decision. And he was down in that Ishmael Davis fight in 12. He had a majority decision versus Ryan Kelly, who was 19-5. And these are the two fights prior to him fighting Josh Kelly. He was 3-1-2. He fought a dude 3-1-2, 3 fights before Josh Kelly. 4 fights before Josh Kelly. He fought a dude 14-4-3. So Kelly was in there, you know. Kelly was in there fucking bum bashing. And, you know, and apparently some people thought, oh, Buddy had beat him. Had he been able to punch, Josh Kelly would have been in some problems. He got a point took for hitting behind the head, which old boy was leading with his head a lot. You know, he won by 3 points and 3 points on the other cards, bro. Man, dude. I mean, all I've seen in the comment section when I watch the highlights is Boots gonna kill him. Like I said, I have no interest in watching Boots and Josh Kelly in Philly, whether it's in the UK, you know, wherever it's at. I'm just not interested in it. Josh Kelly is just not a good fighter. I said it over and over again. You know, he just went life and death, you know, with old boy, you know, that, you know, this motherfucker was fighting somebody 4-14, and what I say, 3-5 was 15. You know, just a few fights ago, his previous fights was majority and split decision. And you just ask yourself, like, you know, and now, you know, he may not be able to fight Jerron Boots in the turnaround. You know, they're saying that his nose, he might be out for an extended period of time, and that Boots may have to do something else. You know, Boots may have to go in there and fight somebody else. Now, I mean, that's up to Boots. You know what I'm saying? If you want to wait for Josh Kelly, he can wait for Josh Kelly. If Boots want to, you know, turn around and Boots want to turn around and fight somebody else, it may open a door for Virgil Ortiz. So now, you know, it may open a door for a Virgil Ortiz fight. Yep, it may open a door for a Virgil Ortiz fight. So, and if that's the case, now, you know, Virgil Ortiz in his own might be pushing Boots to fight him, that Kelly is out, you know, and this is what happens. You know, when you count your chickens before it's hatched, or the fight is done. No, he didn't lose, but he suffered a serious injury. He suffered a serious injury. So apparently, you know, he may be out. Boots may just wait. So I mean, and if that's Boots' decision, just to wait, I mean, so be it. I don't care. I don't care about seeing the fight regardless. If he fight Virgil Ortiz, I think that's one of the best fights. That's one of the best fights that you can make in the sport of boxing. You know, but if he's not gonna fight Virgil Ortiz, I mean, next, and he gonna wipe for Josh Kelly, I have no interest in him fighting Josh Kelly. There's zero interest. There's zero interest on my end in watching him fight Josh Kelly. None. It literally makes no sense. I mean, I get it from a unification, but me wanting to watch it, I sitting down there watching that. Josh Kelly 2 packs of funky ass. And everybody in this motherfucker know it. He ass. We know Boots gonna beat him. What does it do for Boots' resume? Like I said on X last night, that version of Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu is like 10 times better than anybody on Boots' resume, including Xander Zayas. That in context, that gives you how bad Boots' resume is. You know, but that's my opinion. I ain't saying you got to believe what I'm saying, but you know, I don't want to see. I mean, like I said before, you know, people could say he the weakest champion. I just want to see the best fights, and it's unfortunate that we can't get the best fights. You know, because everybody want to take the route of least resistance. Because come on, keep it real. Who really want to see Josh Kelly and Jerron Boots in this? Don't nobody want to see this shit, man. This motherfucker, I heard he didn't even really win the Mazzaliad fight. We didn't want to see this shit. Come on. If we know the outcome, man, I get it. You know, dudes, you know, want to get, but I don't want to see that shit, dog. How you gonna go from charging people to 80 ball, which you know we still ain't got no pay-per-view numbers on Xander and fucking Boots, bitch went triple ass cheeks, you know, and then you go pull this shit off, man. When this nigga gonna fight somebody, bro? That's all I'm saying. When is he gonna fight somebody? Say what you say about Virgil Ortiz, man. He'd be the best dude on his resume by 1,000 miles. Virgil Ortiz got about 4 or 5 guys on his resume. That's about 10 times better than anybody on Boots' resume. You can say, well, Virgil been on the camp. Virgil fought motherfuckers. Hate to say it. Virgil didn't fought motherfuckers. Virgil didn't fought people, man. Can't say the same thing about Dora the Explorer Boots. He ain't fought nobody. And he fight Josh Kelly? No, man. Come on, man. He ain't got nowhere to go but down fighting Josh Kelly. Like, go ahead. This motherfucker done got out the way. Go ahead. Go fight fucking Virgil Ortiz, bro. Now, if you can get Fondora to fight you, I'm cool with it. CJ got no problem with that. But if you can't, go ahead and knock Virgil Ortiz off. It's the perfect play right now. It's the perfect play. Go ahead and knock homeboy off. Go ahead and knock his socks off real quick. And then we can go somewhere else with this shit. Then you can get a Kelly fight. But really, it ain't really no room for this motherfucking Boots to have no more vagabonds on his resume. He got about 36 of them, 35 and a half, including Xander Zayas. It's time to go ahead and stretch some motherfuckers. I don't want to see that nigga jump and go fight Tim Tszyu. Sound like Tim Tszyu at 160 pounds. I don't want to see that, bro. You know, respectfully, I don't want to see that. I want to see, you know, Boots in real fights where he gonna get tested. You know, I want to see Boots in real fights where he gonna get tested, bro. You know, but I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, people gonna be like, "Oh, CJ hating on Boots," and I ain't hating on a nigga, man. Nigga, fight somebody, bro.